Number 3, we want to try to use law of sines, because at this point that's all we know how to use. Problem that we have is we have a side, but we don't have an angle opposite that side. And I've told you that's the only way you can use law of sines. Fortunately, we can figure this out because we have two angles. And if you want to find the third, you just add them together and add the third angle together, and they should sum to be 360 degrees. That's the angle sum theorem. I think I said 180. I don't know if I said it 180 or 360, but it's 180. If you add these angles together, 12 and 57 would be 69. 30 and 30 is 60. 60 minutes is actually another full degree. So this is actually 70, not 69, 60. So 70 degrees plus the measure of angle B equals 180, which means the measure of angle B is 110 degrees. Put that into our picture. So to find side C and to find sine A, we're going to use law of sines. We're going to start out and have this ratio for both of them. Sine of 110 degrees divided by 15.2 is equal to something. The reason I'm choosing this for both of them, I'm able to write a ratio using only numbers, no variables. For side C, I set this equal to sine of angle C, which is 57 degrees 30 minutes, over its opposite side of C. On the right, I would set it equal to sine 12 degrees 30 minutes over its opposite side of A. And you solve each of those, just using algebra. Work for C, I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by 15.2C. Why would I do something like that? You may be asking yourself. Because I want to get rid of the division. I'm dividing by 15.2 on the left, so I multiply by 15.2 to counteract it. If you do it to the left, you got to do it to the right. I'm multiplying by C because I'm dividing by C on the right. Those cancel. So on the left, I end up with C times sine of 110 degrees equals 15.2 times sine of 57 degrees 30 minutes. If I divide both sides by if I divide both sides by sine of 110 degrees to get C by itself, I would get the following. This would be what we would call the exact answer. We have to put it in our calculator to get an approximate answer. Put this in my calculator, 15.2 times sine of 57 degrees and 30 minutes divided by sine of 110. Get 13.6 to the nearest tenth. That's less than my other side, 15.2, which is good because my angle that it's opposite is less. If I solve this other equation, if I multiply both sides by 15.2 and I'm going to get A times sine of 110 degrees equals 15.2 times sine of 12 degrees 30 minutes. If I divide both sides by sine of 110 degrees, A is by itself. Put that in my calculator. Get about 3.5. Which is reassuring because it's opposite the smallest angle, and that's the smallest side. So if nothing else, it's reasonable.